Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. First up, the Supreme Court has decided to let a district court judge force President Trump to release $2 billion in foreign aid. Guess which conservative justices let us down again? I'll tell you. Then, according to a whistleblower, Obama's Justice Department and John Kerry systematically derailed an FBI probe of Iranian extremists while pursuing a nuclear deal. Does that mean someone lied before Congress about this? Maybe. I might have the answer for you. Also, President Trump honored a brave young cancer survivor before Congress last night, and MSNBC politicized it to an extreme you won't believe. Even I was surprised when I saw the clip. And finally, Maxine has a new theory. Elon Musk hacked the 2024 election. Apparently, she thinks that his high-tech bot did something, and she's on the case. Okay, let's dive in. The Supreme Court has denied the Trump administration's request to block a lower court order requiring payment of nearly $2 billion in frozen foreign aid funds. In legal terms, this means that the Supreme Court flushed $2 billion of taxpayer dollars down the toilet. The court directed a district court judge, Judge Ali, to provide new instructions to the President of the United States. Fantastic! Next, I assume that the Secretary of Defense will answer to your mailman. This was a 5-4 decision with Chief Justice Roberts and Justice Amy Coney Barrett joining the liberals for the win. Surprise! You know, it sure pays off having a conservative majority at the Supreme Court, doesn't it? Look, you can't blame Roberts and Barrett. They're trying to blend in at all those Georgetown dinner parties. Now, Justice Samuel Alito, joined by Justices Thomas, Gorsuch, and Kavanaugh, issued a dissenting opinion criticizing the majority. Here's what he said. Does a single district court judge, who likely lacks jurisdiction, have the unchecked power to compel the government of the United States to pay out and probably lose forever $2 billion taxpayer dollars? The answer to that question should be an emphatic no, but a majority of this court apparently thinks otherwise. I am stunned. There is some good news, though. Thanks to the $2 billion in foreign aid, kids in Kenya will now learn that men can get pregnant. According to newly released FBI communications, the Obama administration allegedly interfered with an FBI investigation into Iranian radical extremists while pursuing the nuclear deal with Iran. Nothing sweetens a nuclear deal like letting a few bin Ladens in training off the hook. Whistleblower disclosures revealed that officials in Obama's Justice and State Department blocked enforcement of U.S. sanctions against Iran and created what's described as a shadow amnesty program that protected numerous Iranian criminals. The FBI and federal prosecutors reportedly abandoned dozens of Iran-related investigations after recognizing that obstruction from the State Department and DOJ would prevent effective enforcement. They shelved more investigations than Dr. Fauci shelved conflicting COVID studies. Whistleblowers claim that then Secretary of State John Kerry personally instructed DOJ officials to stand down on an arrest. That's really quite surprising. It's the only time a Democrat wanted less government intervention. This does contradict Kerry's July 2015 sworn testimony before Congress that Iran was being restrained from implementing its missile programs. Kerry saying Iran was being restrained was technically true, if by restrained he meant loosely encouraged. The Obama-Biden administration, remember Biden was with Obama. The Obama-Biden administration was so committed to the Iran deal, they basically turned the FBI into Iran's customer service department. Saying that the Obama-Biden administration undermined national security is like saying Jeffrey Dahmer had a weird relationship with food. MSNBC just found a way to make childhood cancer about January 6th. During President Trump's speech to Congress on Tuesday night, he honored 13-year-old cancer survivor DJ Daniel by making him an honorary Secret Service agent.
Ever since then, I had 13 brain surgeries, and that's how many times my personality has changed. And that's something that you don't hear from a terminally ill child. They had 5 months to live. I'm going to keep on going until my gas tanks run out. And that's when God calls you home. You never know when God's going to call you home.
It's nice to have something non-political that everyone in the country can celebrate.
For the record, and this is disgusting, the president made a spectacle out of praising a young man who thus far survived pediatric cancer, as if the president had something to do with that.
Trump gave a child a moment of joy, and Maddow called it a spectacle. But, not to be outdone, MSNBC host Nicole Wallace stepped up to the plate.
And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump's supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide.
Wow. She out-Maddowed Rachel Maddow. If Nicole Wallace wrote bedtime stories, then I'll end with, and then the puppy was trampled by white supremacists. I guess in MSNBC's world, the only appropriate way to honor a cancer survivor is to ask what pronouns his tumor preferred. Get ready! Maxine Waters has another conspiracy theory, and this time it's about Elon Musk.
Turned it over to him, and we don't know everything that Elon Musk has done with his high technology ass. We don't know what he's been accused of by some, as it may relate to the election. But we're not going to give up in investigating and finding.
Step back a little, Maxine. I feel like I'm getting a TSA pat-down through the screen. And she was even using a new TikTok filter, the accidentally sat on my webcam filter. Maxine Waters is going after Elon Musk's high-technology bot. I don't know if this is a congressional investigation or a really weird episode of Pimp My Ride. Elon's out here launching rockets, building AI, and revolutionizing transportation. Meanwhile, Maxine Waters is still trying to figure out how to stop her phone from auto-correcting legislation to leg station. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.